So this is the progress icon that I've selected here. This is literally where you're going to go to see all of the analyses for your athlete. It's also where you're going to add your metrics. So you add your values over here. All that functions in the same way that it used to. So we don't need to go a deep dive into that. Something that I missed when I sort of first saw this was, this is not a scroll down, I mean, it's a scroll down screen, but it's specific to each of these cards. So that was aerobic and metabolic. This is sleep, health metrics. So clicking through each of these cards at the top will produce a different display down below. So Pav, can you verify, is there anything new that we're displaying here that we didn't display before? I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, so goal stats is really cool now, right? Because you can see in the middle of your screen, Ray, to the left, it says current goal and there's a drop down. But you can see that there would be all the different goals in there and then the progress towards those goals. So you can filter that. And probably one of my favorite things, oh yeah, it's because, sorry, if you could then go to something like activity stats. There you go. And then rather than seeing the goal drop down, we can now see the dates.
Yeah.
This, for me, is one of the coolest things I've ever seen as a coach in terms of working with various different platforms and stuff like that. The ability to select a date range. I love year to date as an example. So essentially what we're saying there, Jan 1st to May 15th, when you click done, what we can do is we can actually scroll backwards and we can see Jan 1st to May 15th, 2024. So we can really compare two as customizable date ranges as you want to make it and actually see that values, the differences for our athletes. So, you know, this is probably the most relevant screen activity stats, but aside from goal stats, this does this across the board on all of these metrics. You know, so we can look at efficiency factor over different times, or, you know, even what sleep was like for a year before. We can look at it by sport. Yeah, exactly, Ray. So, and stuff like that. So for me, this is just making data, you know, viewing data as a coach, absolutely next level.
We also have the lab report option here. So if you're fortunate enough for any of your athletes to have access to a HPH lab, this is where that would come up. What that looks like is a literal login for the lab test results that athlete has had uploaded from the lab. So you get direct access to that report. And then, of course, the just simple activity log if you're looking for something in particular, and you can filter that. So just a nice, easy way, rather than scrolling through a schedule for months or weeks at a time, you can come here and filter the activity log by whatever you want.
Absolutely. I will add to the lab report thing. So I appreciate as a coach, you might have preferred labs, or, you know, even do some of this yourself, or have, you know, athletes that have blood lactate sensors from home and stuff like that. But the HPH lab experience is second to none. Ray, you've been pretty much all the way through it. I've been there when, you know, other athletes, I've sent my clients to them. The data that comes back is not just really usable, but the fact that it's in HumanGO and automatically updates the coached athlete's profile, like the aerobic and metabolic, is absolutely amazing. It takes so much less time for me as a coach to go in and customize a coached athlete account when they've got that lab data there. So really, if it is, as Ray says, if it's accessible, I can't recommend highly enough sending or recommending, you know, your clients go into an HPH performance lab.